I'm going to be showing you how to change your ID photos from looking like this to this. But before we get into this, make sure you go subscribe and like and turn on notifications. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do that. You can see there's a huge difference. So what I always like to do is start off with the hair, because that way whenever you go to use heat, it won't damage or melt my makeup. I'm not an expert. So I have very thin hair, so it gets very staticky and it sticks to my face very easily. So I do use this Beach Texturizing Spray by BioSilk. I use it every single day and it works amazing. And I also get a lot of times chunky bangs, which I don't like. So I'll spray it there, it will hold it in place, but it doesn't look like it's hard or anything like hairspray does. I also use this to curl my bangs. I spray it, wet it, and then use a wrap type of blow dryer. So you spray this. I tried to curl it when I did go for those pictures. I have a weird hair. The bottom part turns curly, the top part is pinned straight. I don't know why. I know when I hit puberty, it turned really curly for a bit, but then I moved, so then it went back to being straight. It was super weird. I really wish it stayed curly, but once I moved, the environment was not as moist. Okay, anyways, once you have styled your hair how you want it, you tie it up and put it in a loose bun. That way it gets out of the way and it keeps the curls or straight however you like it. And make sure you use a loose scrunchie as well. Okay. Alright, so the first thing I like to do is go in with one of these brushes. You go and shave off the unibrow, and then the mustache. I find it really helps. Not everyone needs to do it. I just prefer to do it that way. It doesn't look like I have a unibrow in the photo. Okay, so make sure you brush your teeth, do whatever you gotta do before you do your makeup. Very important. Because then after that, if you put on lip gloss after that, it gets ruined, and we don't want that. So first off, we're gonna start with eyeshadow. I don't even know what brand this eyeshadow is. It was gifted to me a long time ago, and I use different ones all the time. But one color that I do like to use is this one right here. It's like a brownish and a little bit reddish, but not too reddish, which I do like. And then you're just gonna put it on. I kind of start with eyeliner kind of thing, and then just brush it upwards. And just however. It doesn't really matter if you make it bad, spread it out over here. I don't know if anyone does that by accident, because after that we will use concealer to fix whatever mistakes you do. So then you're gonna do the other eye, same thing. And it's nothing too fancy or anything, whatever. You can get cheap Dollarama stuff and it works perfectly fine. Okay, then after that we will be doing, this is the only expensive makeup thing that I use, so you don't have to completely break your bank account in order to do this makeup. So it's just, this is the only expensive thing. I think it's $50 and it lasts quite a long time. The shade that I use is 1N, and this one is a little bit pale for me. I find once I put it on, you notice it, but after it's on, it's fine. And especially in the summer, I look super pale with this one because, I got a bit tanned in the summer. But in the winter, it works amazingly. And yeah, this one's a little bit on the paler side. So what I do is I have this flat-ish brush. I usually just grab it from here. Then I start like this, patting it like this around the eye. And then just kind of spread it onto my nose to get rid of all the whatever left on the brush. And then go like this, and then just brush it down. And I don't really use any foundation or anything. This is all I use because I only started using this because I was on Accutane. And when I was on Accutane, my acne got really bad because what Accutane does is it brings out all your acne, brings it all out, and then it like takes it all away like that by bringing it all out. So at some point, your acne will be extremely bad. But the hair, your hair whenever you have Accutane is amazing because I get such greasy hair. I have very thin, greasy hair, and my hair on Accutane was always full of volume. I didn't have to wash it every day, and I loved it so much. Like before Accutane, I would have to wash my hair every single day, and by the end of the day, it would look greasy again. Now it can go through the whole day without looking greasy most of the times, and usually it can last till the second day. In the morning it won't look greasy, but by the afternoon it will look not very clean. But I still wash it every second day because I like to sleep in. Okay, so just spread it all over your face. One thing to pay attention to is like the corners right here. Make sure you get that spot. I've noticed that I do miss it a lot, and then also go like upwards like this, so you don't miss a spot in here. Then you go like this, and then another spot too that people do get is this part. So I just kind of like hold the brush part and like brush it in here. But try also not to get on your eyebrows, because then it will make your eyebrows look like pale kind of weirdly. And then just whatever marks you have, like if you have any pimples, just like add extra coverage to it. And I feel like my makeup is a very like trust the process type of thing. Like what I usually put it on, and then as I'm doing it, it looks bad, but once I finish it, it looks great. Especially this part too, I'm always like, oh my gosh, I don't look nice, I look so ugly, and I'm all sad about it. And then I feel like the finishing touch is the lip gloss, which I always do last. And then it's like, oh wow, I look gorgeous. Okay, so then, I probably should have done this before, but it's kind of late now. You take, after you do this part, your eyeshadow, you take a small brush like this and use the black one, tap it on. And then you're just gonna I like to put halfway here till the end, and then here till the end. And like a technique that I kind of like to do is just kind of like touch the eyelashes part of it, that way it doesn't get too high up. And then here, just like at the bottom. Okay, like that. And if you do by accident get it a little bit too high, it's okay. You can just add like mascara, or if you use fake eyelashes, it will look fine after that. So once that is done, what I like to do next is I'll use this old palette that my mom had. She dropped it, she only used the blush part, and then she just had the other parts, and I was like, you know what, I'll take it, because I've never used, I was curious to see what contouring and bronzer does. I don't know what they do, but I did see that it can make your nose look smaller, so I think you're supposed to use the contour to do it. I just use the bronzer part of it, and I'll show you what I do. So, I kind of wipe it like flatly, like this, and then with that part, you kind of go upwards. Apparently that's supposed to make your nose like look more twisted upwards, which is what I want. Makes you look like you have a more tinier nose. Also, another very important thing is be sure to blow your nose before you do this, because if your nose is running, then you'll just end up wiping this all off, and especially since I just use like a powder, it will just wipe off immediately. Then after that, you're gonna tap it like upwards and just go like a straight line up and down your nose. And try to do it as straight as possible too. So you don't want to look like you have a crooked nose. One thing that I try to do to get it look straight is I just hold the brush there and then move my face up and down. That's what works good for me. And then you're gonna go on top like this. Okay, so once you do that, what I like to do is I like to take a really big blush dabber thingy, and then literally take whatever powder blush you use, just like 2. Nothing, don't use a lot, like at all, because we're gonna do the actual blush part later. This is more just like smeared in, that way I don't look like I have a plaid as a nose. And then just like smoosh it in, that way it's like barely visible. You won't be able to, you shouldn't be able to see it, but it will do like a subconscious difference, if that makes sense. Like, you can't really see it now, but it does make, you can't see like the actual part that I put, but it does make my nose look slightly smaller, which is good. After that, I like to do blush. This is the blush that I use right now. I got it as like a birthday pack. It wasn't from Sephora. It wasn't like an actual birthday pack. You can get it for like a friend or something. And I didn't know which color to get because I just ran out of the blush that I always use, so it came with these 3. I started using this one, but then I found it was too pink. This is a highlighter, and I'm not a really big fan of the highlighter. I like the pure white highlighters. This one is more like a bronzer kind of highlighter. Anyway, so I use the more reddish one, but actually if they don't make these anymore, hold on. These are my absolute favorite blushes. They're blushes, and it's called Lip and Cheek Tint Color Blossoming Peach Bloom, and it's from Too Faced. These were amazing. These are my favorite blushes. I would use them all the time, and then I ran out, and then when I went to go buy some more, I think they discontinued these, so I keep them as a memory because they were my favorite blushes. I got the Strawberry Glow and the Peach Glow, so if you ever find them, I would use these ones over this one. And it took a while for me to actually find something good enough to replace them. I went through a couple of blushes. Like, another one I tried is the Refi one, I think it is. It was okay. It was a good one. It was just, maybe I chose a color that didn't match me. But yeah, this one works good. This one is the one that I've been using ever since I got rid of this one. It's my baby. It's such a good blush. And every time I go somewhere, like when I went down to the States, I tried to find it too. So I have a weird technique to put this on because it's kind of like a stick. Just like twist it on. Twist it over here. Then just like a line here. Okay. Then I grab my smaller brush and just like squint and like push it in and like try and smear it around. And especially if you're going to take like a passport photo or an ID photo, try to like, don't be like blush blind or anything, but this is okay to like do a little extra. Because you can see in the first picture versus the second one, I did put blush, but it didn't look like I had very much. And then in the second one, it looked very nice because it was very pinky, and I really liked it. Another advice, if you're going to take a photo ID picture or passport picture, keep your chin up. As I was taking the photo, she did a few, like she took like 5 pictures. I think for the first 3, my head was kind of facing down because she was like on her knee down. And then I was kind of like looking down a bit, and I was like, oh, wait a second, maybe I should tilt my head up. So I tilted my head up, and whenever she showed us the pictures afterwards, you could see the difference. My face looked so much fuller. I don't know how to explain it. It looked so much better. when she did, and I got mine done at Walmart too. Like I didn't do anything fancy. At first, we tried to go to Shoppers, but then I don't know, their systems were down, and I think Walmart was like our last option ever. Yet other place had their systems were down. It was a weird day. On the first day, when I was taking my passport picture, and then yeah, Walmart was open, so we did it there because I was desperate for a passport. So yeah, tilt your head up. Yeah, that's probably my only advice for that is, but don't go like all the way up. Like try to keep a balance of it. So once you finish doing your blush, I take this Revolution Mauve Glow. What it is, it's like I saw this at Shoppers Drug Mart one time, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's the coolest thing. It's like a double-sided thing. One side has the highlighter, and this is the kind of highlighter I like. It's like the white kind. And then on this side it has a blush, but I'm not a fan of the color of the blush. It doesn't match me, and this one is, yeah, Mauve Glow. And the reason I got it too is because we were at Shoppers Drug Mart, and we saw this thing, and it was like, spend $40, and then you can get like a certain amount of points at Shoppers Drug Mart. So we were like, oh yeah, we'll go get some stuff. Turns out it was just for the shampoo that I was using, which is where I was trying to get the discount on. But then I saw this and I still got it. Okay. So you're gonna go at the tip of the nose. Now, if you want, you can do highlighter here. But for me, I don't really know how to do that. And I get greasy very fast. And I don't want to look like I look greasy because it kind of makes you shiny. And then I don't want to look shiny in a greasy way. Okay, so then just in the inner eye part. Okay. There we go. Then as next step is to do your lashes. Now, usually, this is kind of embarrassing, but usually my mom does my eyelashes because she does it super nice. Whenever I do it, it fails quite miserably. But she's not here right now, so I will be attempting to do it for you, but whatever happens to my eyelashes, just know that you can probably do it much better than I can, and that it will look much better with full eyelashes. So I will go grab my stuff for the eyelashes, and I'll be right back. Okay, but how me and my family curls our eyelashes, we use the spoon. This spoon is not good because it's very sharp, and I feel like it's not good because it kind of cuts your eyelashes, which is not what you want. You want like a more thicker spoon that's not very sharp. But I don't know where my thicker spoon is right now, so I'm just going to use this spoon. I have this Fenty Beauty. The color is Hella Thick. I love this one. How I got this is when I was in France. We were walking downtown, and I was with all my cousins. I had like 6 cousins with me, and they were all boys too. We were walking, and then there were these workers at Sephora, and they were handing out these like small tester ones, and I was like, free mascara, I will take it. So I told all my cousins, go get me some, and then we walked by a couple of times. So that was in 2023, and I still have them. And I have a whole bunch of these cute little ones, and I love it. They're so good. It makes your eyelashes super thick. Just be careful, because if you do smear it, like, it can be a little bit messy. And just try to avoid touching your eyes, like, within the first 10 minutes. After that, it'll be fine. So if you don't know how to curl your eyelashes with a spoon, you grab it like this, like an uneducated kid that grabs their spoon like this. Then you pinch it like this, and then what I like to do is kind of like push out. So yeah, kind of just like, so you're gonna pinch your eyelashes here, and then pull them out to curl it. So you're gonna, hold on, yeah. So you're gonna pinch it, and then pull it outwards, but not pressing too hard, just like gently. And then just like that, they get curled. By this stuff, as I said, I'm not very good at applying mascara, but ideally you should have your eyelashes touch your eyebrows. Like they should be like touching your eyelid. I'm sure most people know how to do that. Unfortunately, I do not. Okay, so now as the final touch, which is like what finishes the whole thing off, is by doing lip gloss. I find the lip gloss is the most important part out of any makeup. So there are two options for this actually. Okay, so there are two options. First option is NYX Professional Makeup Lip IV Hydrating Gloss Serum, and in the color Blush Rush. This is amazing. But I also have this Kiko one, and I really like, I always wanted to have a Kiko, and I could never find it in where I live. And turns out, I think it's just like European brand. So I only use this for like very, very special occasions because it's very precious to me. I really like it. I use the color 16. And one thing I find very important with lip gloss is you need to know what color you are. I am more a pinky color, but back in the day, there was a time where I really wanted to be a red lip gloss type of girl. So I got this one, and I even bought a super expensive Hourglass, Phantom Hourglass lip one called Lure. And that was like $80 too. And after I got that one, I was like, maybe I'm just not a red lip gloss person. So then after that, I bought some more lip glosses because I'm obsessed with lip glosses. And I got this one, and this is a very nice pinky one. So this is what I use every day, just because I think this one's supposed to be like a lip stain is what I see online, but I kind of don't use it like that. I find if I apply the whole thing, it's too pinky, like it's too much. But I'd also, if you wipe it away, it's not enough. So I'm gonna use this one because it's not a very special day. But if it were, use this one. But this one, you apply it and then it disappears. This one kind of lasts you the whole day. It kind of only goes away if you eat like a lot, or if you're biting your lips, then it would kind of look like a lip liner afterwards. So with this one, I kind of go like this, do like a line. And then with my finger, I kind of just like smear it around. Yeah, it's very, I cannot express this enough, how important it is to know if you're a pink person or if you're more of a red person. And I literally just do it with my finger. Like nothing fancy. Okay, so then you'll have this, just wipe it off. So you'll have the color that you want, but then the problem is, oh my goodness, it's not really glossy. I need it extremely glossy. So literally use any clear lip gloss. Like I have this one, like I just carry clear stuff all anywhere. Like you can use Vaseline too, it does not matter. Literally anything clear and the texture that you like. It doesn't even have to be lip glossy, unless if you like the matte one, that's okay. But I like to use, what is this, vitamin E oil. So I put like a drop on my hand with the same finger I used earlier, and yay, gorgeous. And now you're thinking, well, now you don't look like the picture there. You know why? Because you have to do your final touch. Let the hair down, and actually leave it in a bun until you arrive to the place. Like, actually, before you go there, just let it down, just make sure anything's wrong with it. Then you go down, flip your hair super aggressively, then bring it forward, and there you go. Now, keep your head up and look confident. Actually, you know what? I'm missing blush. It needs more blush. And I don't really have blush blindness, But when you go for your picture, be a little bit generous. Don't go crazy. Okay, there we go. That's the final look. Make sure you're very generous with your makeup because in the picture it will not be as noticeable. And yeah, I like to wear black clothes if you ever want to go. I find it just makes most people look better. And yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Hopefully it helped you too whenever you go to take your ID photo. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.